Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. Hey, we are here with Farming Simulator 19, the game. It is coming out, if you're watching this video, it should be coming out tomorrow. Well, officially it's November 20th, so we'll say midnight, but it's supposed to come out at 5 p.m. Central. So yeah, I'll probably be playing it on the 19th. It's supposed to come out at 5 p.m. Central on November 19th. I will probably be playing over with John on Pumaplow. It'll be twitch.tv/Pumaplow, I believe. We'll be live over there doing a whole bunch of fun stuff. May even be over there a little bit earlier than that time. But go check that out on Twitch if you haven't already checked it out. What I'm going to do today, basically I'm just going to kind of go over the in-game equipment of the game. So yeah, let's get started. I know there's been some early releases of Farming Simulator 19. There were some other streamers that are, what do you call them, preview partners with Giants. I need to do that at some point in the future. Have not done that yet, so that way I can get the game early. We all like having the game early, but I'm with everybody else. I'm with you guys. We're going to get it when we get it. It should be the 19th, like I said, at 5 p.m. Central. But basically, we're just going to go over some of the overviews of the features. This should be complete by now, so let's get started. Y'all are going to hear my mouse click probably a little bit. I'm going to start with AGCO. Got the Ideal Combine. They did confirm that there are 3 brands to this combine. There's the Fendt, there's a Massey Ferguson, and there's a Challenger. Spoiler alert, I'm probably going to go with the Challenger every time. I don't know, I like that brand. So you can choose whichever brand you like, and then choose whichever head you like here. This thing has like a, 17,100 liter capacity on it, so that's crazy big. Crazy big. I wonder if we should start from the bottom, because I'm going to have to scroll up and down here. Nah, we'll just keep going. Alright, Agricem, we've seen this stuff before. I think they had, I know they had this one in 17, but I don't know about the others. I don't remember those. We might have had those. I'm not sure. Cannot remember. Agrimize, that is the cultivators and stuff and plows and stuff. Yeah, I think we had that. We've seen that before. Amazon's pretty much the same. Some of it might be a little different. We got the Condor back down there at the bottom. Let's come up to Annaberger, I guess is how you say that. It is a trailer. Looks like a maybe a silage trailer or a chaff trailer or something. Arcusen, we've had this before. Had both of these in 17. We know what those are all about. These are the auto-loading bale pickup deals. Armatrac, this is all by its lonesome. This is a tractor that's made in somewhere in Europe. I want to say Eastern Europe. I might not be exactly sure on the eastern part there, but it's just a little small tractor that they added in there for the game. We'll go to Bednar. Yeah, we had these in 17. These came out, I believe these came out with the Big Bug pack. Bergman, we've had that before. I think we had that in 15 as well. It is a loading wagon. Bachmann, I guess. Bachmann. This is the horse trailer. This is what you'll load all your horses. Well, not all your horses. I think it only carries 2. 2 at a time, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it carries more than that. It looks like it only carries 1, judged by the size of it. Bradle, we've had this before. These are actually customizable in the shop. You can extend the back of them. You can put wider working widths on them. You can even put the what do you call that? The cover on or off of them. So there's varying prices on this stuff, and I can't wait to get in and show that to y'all. Let's see, Capello. This is all pretty much the same. We'll probably go with our 16 meter header here. Yeah, I think all that's the same on Capello. Case IH. Now they did away with the old 1455 case. But they did say that it will be coming to the Mod Hub. So they're going to put that in the Mod Hub for free. It's going to come back. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming to the Mod Hub. The Case 1455, They did say that the Big Bud tractors would be coming to the mod hub. All of that's been confirmed. So, and even the third map, which I thought was going to be in game, apparently it's not. The Estancia Lapacho map will be in the mod hub. So the only two maps in game will be Ravenport and Felsburn, I think is the name of the map. We'll get to those in just a little bit. But yeah, they added this 7200 Pro Series. It's a slightly older tractor. And looks like everything else is the same except for the harvester. They did upgrade the 9230 to the 9240. This has a larger capacity. You know, the 9230 had a 12,300 liter capacity, I think. This one has a 14,400, so it's right up there with the New Holland CR1090 now. And then we have the 45-foot header. They did away with the 7130. They might put that in the mod hub, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. But we only have this one case harvester. Don't have the what was the other one? The 16. Oh gosh, I want to say 1660. I think that's the number. It's the older, smaller case combine from 17. They might put that in the mod hub again, but they did not put it in the native game. And then we have the new cotton harvester. Can't wait to get in the cotton, guys. They grow cotton around here locally where I live. It's got a 20,000 liter capacity. Can't wait to use that. They use John Deere cotton harvesters mainly around here though. So this I'll be happy to use the case. I like the case brand, so we will definitely probably use that. Maybe somebody will mod a John Deere cotton harvester at some point. That might be nice. Let's see. These are pretty much the same. The Challenger equipment. Now I said that the Ideal Combine had a Challenger brand. They don't include that on this because that's really made by AGCO, I guess. So yeah, I'll probably end up getting some of these tractors at some point too. Demcon, I think that's the tree planter. Yeah, we've seen that in 17. Deutz-Fahr. I was actually shocked by this. They only put one Deutz-Fahr tractor in the game. That's surprising since all the previous farming simulator games, even like I want to say maybe 11 or 13, started out with Deutz-Fahr as their main one. DFM. This is just the skid steer tree equipment here, and we'll have to talk about skid steers in a minute. Duvelsdorf. Man, most of these are in German. I don't know. This is the new roller. Actually, it's a little bit different. You can tow it actually now down the road instead of just having it, hooked up to the 3-point. It has the tow hitch here, and then it has a 3-point on the side. So that's a little different. That's a leveler for your chaff. Einbach. I'm probably butchering these names. Got the weeders here. This is going to be a big thing in Farm Sim 19. Weeding. You're going to have to do it either early on with these type weeders or spray herbicide. I will probably spray herbicide because that's what they do here. Elmer's grain cart. This is we have a lot of auger wagons this time, guys. A lot of auger wagons. This one you can get in a 46,000 to 70,000 liter capacity. So that's looking cool. Let's see. Farm Tech. I think we've had those before. Those are just little trailers. Fendt. This is a big one. They put a classic Fendt in here. That one looks really cool. Then they have, I think, all the other tractors that we've had so far, and maybe then some. These are some pretty big ones. I know they didn't have this. Ooh, they've got two of them now. Yeah, okay. So one's a 900 and one's an 1100. So I might be getting into the Fendt brand on one of the maps. We'll have to wait and see. Fiat. This is actually the starter tractor if you start on New Farmer. You start with equipment on New Farmer and everything. Buildings, a little bit of money, and you get better prices on stuff, I think. So this is one of the starter tractors that you start with. Nice little old tractor there. Fiat. Fix it again, Tony. Flex coil, we had that with the Big Bud pack on 17. It's the really big cultivator. I'll probably use that on one of my later maps, not one of the native maps that's coming out. I don't think the map, well, I don't know, it might be big enough. Ravenport has some fields that we can plow together, so we'll get to that. Fliegel, not as much Fliegel equipment, I don't think, this time around. This is new. It's like a log claw. This is new. It's like a bale picker-upper thing. You can put like 3 round bales on it. And then we have our transports for logs and bales over here for Flagel. FMZ, that's that old combine from Estancia Lapacho. I know, ew. But if you want to do old school, I guess you could use that. That's another Fortschritt. I guess that's how you say it. FSI, this thing has been in here, I know, since 15. It's the stump grinder. Gessner. These are the sugar beet planters if you want to play on Estancia Lapacho, or I guess, I don't know, maybe you can plant it on the other maps now. You can plant your, did I say sugar beets? I think I did. Sugar cane. These are the sugar cane planters. It's close enough, right? They both have sugar in the name. Goldhofer. That is the low loader. So we're getting that low loader. I noticed that under Flagel we didn't have the same loader, you know, that we've always had in it. So this is the only low loader unless somebody, unless they put one in the mod hub or something. Great Plains, they waited till the last minute to put this in here, about a week ago, I think it was. This is the big cordon planter. I'm happy to see that in there. I kind of like that one. Gregoire Besson. This is the plow that came with the Big Bud pack. It has the attacher for the Big Buds and the big plow. I think that's the biggest plow you can get in the game. Grime. Okay, they changed stuff up here a little bit. I think most of this stuff is the same. The one thing they changed is this. This is the potato harvester. It's got some bigger wheels in the front, and it's designed different than it has been in the past. So this is definitely different. I've always been, I hate to say this, I've always been prejudiced against potatoes in Farming Simulator. I never liked doing them because, well, yeah, it's a thing. It takes forever to do, and I mean, look, the capacity on this harvester is 9,590, but that's probably the biggest that they make in the world, so I'll probably do potatoes in 19 this time. I'm going to try to get better about that. Hardy, this is the new brand for sprayers. They have the big one there that you can get. One thing I noticed, and we'll get to that in a minute, I haven't noticed the big New Holland sprayer that we had in 17. Maybe it'll be in the mod hub later. We'll find out, I guess. But yeah, Hardy sprayers are a thing now, so we'll have to probably look into those. Hudson Bickler. I about said something else, and I'm glad I didn't. Hudson Bickler. This is the Terminator seeder. I'll probably get that at some point. That was in the Big Bud pack. Holaris. Those look like silage things, just levelers and stuff. There's a leveler that rolls there. Homer is back. We get the Homer harvester. We got a 5-meter wide head for this one. I want to say the one last time was 4 meters, so that might be an improvement there. Horsch is back, although in a limited fashion. We don't have, well, no, I guess that's the same seeder that we had. That's the number 9, and then we had the 12 there. We don't have the big cultivator, I don't think. Is this it? Maybe that's it. It looks different. A lot of this stuff is going to be updated equipment. So, you know, manufacturers update their equipment. There's our Husqvarna chainsaw. JCB, they only put 2 tractors in for JCB. And that's something that I wanted to address there. They did away with the JCB wheel loader and the JCB skid steers. Now, again, a lot of this stuff could probably come out in the mod hub later. They could bring that. But so far in game, these are the only things that they have. So that's very interesting. Gens, I'm glad to see that they're bringing this one back. Although, you know, there's a placeable in 17 that I never used, and I probably should have. I wonder if it works better. But this one works just fine. This one, not so much, but I like this one. It works pretty good. All right, guys, you ready? This is the brand I've been waiting for. I'll be honest. We've got John Deere in the game. I was so excited about this. We have the John Deere 6M. It is the small, I guess you would say maybe, I hate to call it a utility tractor because it's really not. We'll call that our animal / fertilizing tractor because I think it's the only one you can put narrow wheels on. You can put a front loader on it, so that's good. So yeah, that'll probably be mainly to start out, probably our fertilizing tractor, just because you can put the narrow wheels on it, and there is crop destruction in 19, which you can turn on or off, and I'm going to leave it on for the realism. We got the 6R. You can also put a front loader on this one, and it has the front PTO here. So this one I would say this will be our fertilizing tractor probably, and this will be our animal tractor because we can mow with this. We can put the mowers on the front, the tedders on the back, or something like that. And this will probably be it. Although these tractors, there are other tractors in the game that you can now put communal tires on, and what that means is I call them turf tires because they're really they're not like this. They don't have the grips that these have. They're more of a more like a turf tire, more like something you see on a mower. So I don't think you can do that with the John Deere. That's one downside. Moving on up to the 7R. This is just a bigger tractor. It goes up to 352 horsepower. Then we move up to the 8R. This is the one that we first saw in the E3 trailer. It goes up to 450 horsepower. Then they added the 8RT. Basically, it's just an 8R with tracks. And it goes up to 420 horsepower. Not as much as that one. That's interesting. I thought that this one would be better. This one actually goes faster. Look at that. It goes 50 km, and this one goes 40. Looks like these others go 50 except for the 6M. Okay. The T560, looking forward to using this. This is probably the equivalent of the Case 7130. It has a 10,000 liter capacity, so that'll be our starter, I guess. That'll be the smaller John Deere combine, and they had announced that would be the only combine, and I'm wondering, I don't know this for sure, but I'm wondering, there were a lot of people upset that was the only combine. A lot of people were saying, we need an S. Well, we got it. They brought it. I don't know if they brought it for this reason, and they may have just been keeping this up their sleeve, but they brought the S790. This one's probably comparable. It's pretty close to the new 9240 that we're getting, the Case, and the CR1090 as far as capacity goes. So, nice little combine there. I'm glad. I hope this is the true in-game as well, but they put 40 kilometers per hour, which is the equivalent of 24 miles per hour. And if you remember in 17, the CR1090 was the only combine that went 24. The Case went like 16 with wheels and 12 miles an hour with tracks. So hopefully this holds true for all of them. I think all of them have said that so far. We got a 7.6 meter header. That's for the T560. We've got the 45-foot header for the the S790 here. And then we got some corn headers, dedicated to John Deere corn headers. There's the front arms for the John Deere, and then we got some weights. So yeah, looking forward to the John Deere brand. Probably spent more time on it than I should have, but I'm definitely going to get the John Deere when I start. Johnson Red, we got the Johnson Red chainsaws. Good little chainsaw. Joskin, this is basically just tanks and slurry spreaders and stuff like that, animal haulers. I think we had all this in 17. Kemper, that is the other heads for the forage harvesters. Kins, and yeah, here we go. So remember I said we had a lot more auger wagons. This is another set of them here. These are a Kinsey, maybe. I think I called it Kinsey. I think it's called Kinsey. This one's 30,000 liters. This one's 37,000 liters. Not much difference. The price might be the difference, that and the required amount of horsepower that you need to get it. I'll probably cycle through all of those. Komatsu is a new brand coming to 19. It is the new tree cutter thing. Yeah, it cuts trees. It's basically, these are basically the competitors, I guess you would say, to the Ponce brand, the Scorpion King and the Buffalo. So basically these kind of do the same thing. They're just a different brand. Garant, same thing as in 17. We got tanks and Stiff. Kramer, yeah, we had that in 17. I don't think I ever used that. Basically, it's just a front loader. And if you have a front loader for your tractor, I don't know why you would need this unless you just want to have one just sitting around extra. Crampy. Same thing almost as before. They've redesigned the trailers. They don't have that bump on the side. These are just straight on now, so they look, I don't know, I like this design better. It looks a lot better to me anyway. So same capacity and all that. They added another one here with a slightly smaller capacity. That's interesting. Agroliner, yep. These have been in here, I know, since at least 15. This one was in 15. This one they added in 17. And that one was in there too. That one was in 15. Krone. Now, the Krone, we are getting the 1180, the Big X, back. I think they put a smaller one in 17. We are getting that back. We are getting a Big M mower from Krone. However, this is not the big one that we are accustomed to with 17. This is a smaller one. It's not as big, so, but it is a dedicated mower, so we'll get into that. We got some, got a pickup wagon in the trailer. I think those were in 17 as well. Kuhn brand, they are going to have the Kuhn brand in game. This was a DLC for 17. They're going to have the bale wrapper. They're going to have the one of these is a round baler and one's a square baler. I think this is the squale. This is the square baler, and one of them might be a wrapping baler. I don't know. We had a wrapping baler in this pack too, but I don't see it. This is a power windrower. I did want to point out this. This is more like the American windrowers that I've seen locally. Some of them have them on one side, some of them have them on both sides. This one has it on both. It has a 7.8 meter working width. It's not huge, but I mean, it looks cool. So I can't wait to get that. If I get a windrower, that's probably the one I'm going to shoot for. And then we have all the sprayers and fertilizers and stuff, plows, cultivators, all this extra stuff. All this came with the DLC with 17, and I believe I've showed some of that off. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Vern. I'm just going to call it Vern. Know what I mean, Vern? If you know what I'm talking about, you know that's a great character. R.I.P. Jim Varney. All right, yeah, this we had, I think, in 17 too. Planter and a disc harrow. They are separating the shop categories now. They're going to have more categories, so like disc harrows, subsoilers, stuff like that. Looking forward to that. Got the Lely. I was surprised that this is the only Lely thing we have, because they had a Lely like loading wagon and stuff, and they only put the windrower in there. I was kind of surprised at that. Lemken, we've had that before. That's not a bad little plow. Not a bad cultivator, or excuse me, disc harrow. They called it a cultivator in 17. They're trying to separate it because there's so much equipment now. There's over 300 pieces of equipment in here now. So, yeah. Linder tractor, little tractor. I think that was in the 17 as well. Lizard, here we go. Now, this is another one. Check out these trucks. These look awesome. And these pictures here really don't do them justice. You have to see them in game to know what I'm talking about. They are really nice and shiny. I'm going to not want to let those get dirty, so I will have to get a pressure washer. They are very nice looking. This one you can actually see back into the sleeper cab. There's a bed in there, and it's really detailed on the outside and the inside. I think all of these are. And then we have our two trucks here. Got the little... it looks like a Mazda or something, Nissan, something. This is a little bitty truck, and then some kind of sport utility vehicle here. I don't know. I like the older pickup truck style of truck. Sugarcane, all this stuff, silage fork. This is actually a cotton bale trailer hauler. There's nothing to click on there. It only holds one. Now this is the one that I am most familiar with because they have this exact type, not brand. Lizard's a fake brand, but they have this exact type of trailer here locally. This is what they use. This will hold two of the not square bales. They're like, well, I guess you call them square bales. They're like rectangular. It'll hold two of those bales, so that's good. This is the rest of this is all been in 17. These are the new milk transport trailers. We will have to transport our own milk for the cows now. So we've got two of these. This one you can hook up to a tractor, and this one you hook up to a semi-truck. Load King. This is a new American style type grain belly hopper trailer. I'm actually, this is a, I've seen this one in real life. I'm kind of wondering about this one because we're going to get to Wilson trailer here in a minute. And I've noticed in some of the pre-streams that the Wilson trailer is actually smaller in size to the Load King trailer. Okay. But the Wilson trailer holds more capacity. This one has a capacity of 56,434. The Wilson trailer has a 60,000 liter capacity. So I'm kind of scratching my head on that one. This one is bigger. It's much taller. Like the Wilson trailer comes up to about right here on this trailer. Maybe it just sits up higher down here or something. I don't know. I'll have to look at it closer in-game. Maybe it's something that they have to fix or something. I don't know. But anyway, that's the Load King. Magsy. This is all the front stuff for the wheel loaders. And we're getting to that. Man. They put one man truck in here. And they put a logging truck in here now. That's new. You can put logs on that. Manitou. We'll get into this now. All right. So we've got a forklift. That will be great for pallets. It's like a dedicated pallet lift thing. You can do pallets with this other stuff, but I think this one you probably just lower it and just drive up to the thing and it should go on there better. Should be able to lift it better. So may buy that and just leave it at the shop or something. I don't know. May have a pallet shed or something at the farm. Massey Ferguson, they brought back a lot of Massey, but they did not bring back the big combine. I think we have all the tractors that we had. Maybe not all of them. I think we're missing a tractor. I think there's one tractor, maybe like a 9,000 type series, that we might be missing. I think there was a bigger tractor and the bigger combine, so they did away with those. They brought back the small harvester, though. McCulloch. Chainsaw, back in the game. Good deal. Michelin. So we've got different types of tires, different brand names of tires now. You can put the Trelleborg or the Michelin tires on there. I like Michelin, but it's not available on everything. Now, this is what I meant by communal tires. They kind of look like this. Although I think the Trelleborg are the only ones that are communal. These are like the ones that go on the trucks. So, yeah, we'll get into that. We'll have to show that off. Micheletto, that's the animal trailer. I'm probably not going to go with this one again. This was in 17. We've got a new one for 19. I'll show you all that shortly. Midas. So that's another tire brand name. And not every tire brand is going to be available on every piece of equipment. Just an FYI. So we've got the Midas. What is the phrase? Trust the Midas touch. I don't know. That might not be it. All right, New Holland. Here we go. So we've got the T5 back. The T6. The T6 was a big player for 15 and 17. I'll probably utilize it again in the future. Got the T7, the T8, the T9. T8 was a big one too. They did put the New Holland wheel loader back in game. That was released as a DLC for 15. And then they put it in the mod hub for 17, but now they have it in-game for 19. I guess since they didn't put the JCB one in there, maybe they put the New Holland in there for a reason. And now instead of JCB skid steers, we have New Holland skid steers. So New Holland is going to play a big part still in Farming Simulator for me. So we'll have these and probably that wheel loader. And so far, that's the only wheel loader that I've seen. So They may put the JCBs in the mod hub or something though. You never know. This is a new one. It's I think it replaced the T590. Don't quote me on that model number. This is an older New Holland harvester, so it's a small one. We have the CR1090 returning with its same capacity. All that's the same. We've got the Forge harvester returning. That's good. And of note, they did away with the square New Holland baler. All you have is the round New Holland baler now. So, that has changed. Here are some tires. Are these the communal ones? They kind of look like it. I think when we get down to Trelleborg here, we'll really get to see some more. But these, I don't know, maybe these are them. And maybe because it's a narrow tire, that's why I'm kind of looking at it here, kind of squint at it. I think these are the communal tires. See, they're more like turf tires for mowing. So I may have to get a dedicated mowing tractor just to put these tires on it. Paladin. So basically, these are the skid steer tools that you put on the front. I think we had all that for 17. We've got Pottinger back. We've got our good mowers back and our favorite tedder back, the 13-meter tedder. Probably will never use that again. But anyway, Ponce back. Ponce's back. See, basically it's just the same as the Komatsu, just a different brand. So you can choose which brand you want to use. Rabe. That's some type of... oh, that's a Power Hero with a 3-meter working width. So it's like a tiller, maybe? Something like that. Power Hero. I may have to just get that just to see what that looks like. Randon. These are the trailers for the sugarcane. Had those on Estancia La Pacho. Raw. Looks like a new type of cultivator there. Maybe we had that already. I'm not sure. Ropa's was a DLC for 17. They are bringing it in-game for 19. I don't know, though. Is this potatoes or... That's beets, yeah. So... If you want to go for the best one in game, I would say would be the Homer, because this one, of course, I don't know. Hang on. Yeah, it's still going to be the Homer, because the Homer has a 5.4 meter working head, and this one has a 4. So I don't know, unless I'm just getting into stuff, I might get the small Ropa to start out and then trade up for the Homer later. But the Homer is going to be the best one in game, as far as you're working with. I don't know about capacity. We'll have to see that later. Rostomash. This made its debut at Sosnovka on 15. Getting the forage harvester back and all this. I guess this is big in Europe because I've never seen a Rostomash. Salford. I got the plows back. This made its debut in 17. I think that one did too. Sampo Rosenslew. I don't even know why I'm clicking on this category. This is a small tree harvester. That's all it cuts is small trees. I really honestly don't know why you would ever want to use this. If you're going to cut a tree, if I'm going to cut a small tree, I'm just going to hop out of the Scorpion King and cut it with my chainsaw. I don't, this was pretty much rendered useless on 17. Samson Agro. This is, did we have this in 17? Yeah, I think we did. This has the different attachers that you can put on the back of these tanks. Oh, I'm going to butcher this one. Sweetmaker. It's a new type of trailer. Loading wagons. Trailers. There's one trailer. Sweetmaker. Oh, I said it. I don't think I can say that. And I think in another language, that is a not so good a word. But that's probably how it's pronounced, honestly. Silo King, getting that back. We do have replacements now for the other ones. For these other, what do you call those? Forge mixers. Star Equipment's making a comeback. I knew it would because Estancia La Pancha is making a comeback. Of note, they did change the auger wagon. It doesn't have 4 wheels anymore. This is a 2-wheeled auger wagon. So it's only got a 19,000 liter capacity though. And they're bringing back this planter. I like this planter. I'll probably use that one again. And I might use this sprayer. This sprayer is the only sprayer in-game that sprays and does the solid fert. So you can do both. But yeah. Alright, Stepa, that's the same one that we had in 15 for logging. It's just a little tow behind trailer. It's got the seat up top. Steyr, yeah, we got Steyr tractors back. If you're a fan of Steyr, they have those back. Steel, this is probably going to be my chainsaw of choice, just because it's what we use here in America. Stoll, basically it's front-loading equipment for all the other tractors except John Deere. John Deere has its own, so we'll use the Stoll. I'm pretty sure you can probably change the color of it like we did in 17. I need my double front-loader log fork back. This is just the one with the single. I need the one with the 2 back because it stabilizes the logs better. Hopefully somebody will put that back in there. Strautmann, here we go. This is where we get our new stuff. So we have a Strautmann. I'm going to say Strautmann. We have the Strautmann mixing wagon here. And then we have the trailers and stuff. I think these were in 17 actually. So this is actually new. You can turn, I think it's this model. It's one of the models of these. It's one of these small trailers. You can actually modify these now. You can change like the tires and stuff, but you can also change the capacity. Yeah, this is it. So you can do a 4,000 liter capacity on this trailer. You can do an 8,000 liter capacity or a 12,000 liter capacity, and it'll build the sides up in the new 3D shop menu when you go to this particular piece of equipment. So that's actually pretty interesting. And you can turn this into a flatbed, so you can also use this as a bale trailer. So it's like a all-in-one, and you can customize that to fit your needs. Swer, same weights that we've had for a long time. Tatra, the Tatra truck is making a comeback. It will be back in there. It came in not the Platinum Edition, the Gold Edition for $15 when we got Sosnovka. And we've got our header carts. This will be a necessity for when we do John Deere equipment. We will have to put the headers on these to transport them because they don't have the wheels that fold out underneath the headers on John Deere. So, gonna have to use these. Thunder Creek equipment, that's basically the gas thing. You can put fuel in that. It's in miscellaneous. I think you can put other fluids in it maybe too, or just fuel. Trifler, that's another weeder. Weeders will be a thing unless you want to use herbicide with a sprayer later, which is probably what I'll do. And I might use the weeders on some stuff. Alright, here we go. Trelleborg. Okay. So these, let's see, which ones are these are the different tires. Well, they've got them all listed in here, don't they? I think these go like on trailers and stuff, maybe the trucks. Where are the communal tires? You know what? It might have been under the Nokia. Not Nokia. That's a phone. What was that brand name? It was over here. Nokian tires. I think these are the only communal tires. It's hard to see because that's a narrow tire, but they do get wider than that for the tractors. So, but yeah, Trelleborg. It's just another tire brand. Honestly, I mean, I don't know what I'll put on there. Whatever's cheapest, probably. TT. I guess that's the brand name. Got a disc harrow and a disc harrow with a, I think that does FERT too. And then we have the sugarcane technology with them. Those came out with the 17 Platinum Edition. This is something new. This is a auger. It's an auger wagon, but it is a seed tender. Basically, I think it has this pipe that comes out the side of the back, and you can refill your seed tender. Maybe it does FERT too. I don't know. It's got an 8,000 liter capacity, so we've got a dedicated seed tender now. Unverfirth, I guess is how you say that one. Vaderstad is making a bigger comeback. They're bringing that brand back, I think, a little bit better this time. More updated equipment, updated seeders. Got one there. Got the Seedhawk back. This was by Vaderstad for the Big Bud DLC in 17. And they have changed the colors to match all their other stuff. It's got that red and yellow classic ketchup mustard look, so I like that. I always want a cheeseburger when I look at that brand. Ketchup mustard. Valtra's making a comeback. I've never really got big into Valtra. It's big in Europe, I think, and maybe elsewhere. I don't know, I might use these on a non-American maps somewhere there. Got this big thing back. Basically does the slurry spreading on the field. Vicon, that is a tedder. I'll probably stick with my Pottinger because it's bigger. Okay, this is new. War Z. What these are bale shredders. You put your bale inside the front of these, and they have one for telehandlers, skid steers, and front loaders. Put your bale inside, go up to the animal pen, animal paddock, animal enclosure, whatever you want to call it. And this is what spreads your bale out there, like your straw. I don't know if you have to use it. And I don't know if it does just the straw or if this is also how you have to feed them, because you can bale up your hay and your grass too. So it'll definitely be something interesting to use. All right, Wilson trailer, get ready because this is gonna happen. This is the belly hopper, gravity hopper type American trailer. And see, I told you it had a 60,000 liter capacity on it. There it is. That is going to be my go-to semi trailer right there. So that's probably what I'll be using the you-know-what out of. And then we get a dedicated animal trailer. These are American trailers, so that's probably why I'll use them more, because I'm kind of fond of the more traditional American equipment. Every day I go to work, I see one of these going down the road, or down the highway, or down the street. And this is what we use here primarily. And they're of this brand. It's the exact same brand. So, and even this animal trailer I've seen before in real life. So, gonna use these. Looking forward to them. Ziegler, just another corn header, and then Zunhammer. Why not? Let's just leave Zunhammer for last. It starts with a Z. Slurry tanks, another slurry spreader. It's a little bit smaller than the Veen hoist. But yeah, so that's your equipment list. Tell you what, I will separate these videos. This has been the overview of mainly the equipment. I'm going to go over the maps and other stuff, I think, in another shorter video. So if you guys want to watch that, you can. Hopefully I'll have this up. I'm recording this on a Saturday. I'll hopefully have this up either Saturday afternoon or Sunday morning. Hopefully before the actual game comes out. Yeah, I've been really busy doing stuff, so a lot of stuff going on in November and December. So, but you know, that's life. All right, guys. So this has been your equipment list for Farming Simulator 19. This is the complete equipment list, I guess you would say. And we'll come back and go over some other little things in another video. So remember, you reap what you sow, guys. We'll see you in the game, and looking forward to it. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. See you guys next time.